but the president has made it very clear he's open to a deal with China.
Why is he optimistic that China's going to make a deal or wants to make a deal if they're not talking? Where's that optimism come from?
He's optimistic. Look, the tariff rate on China remains where it was yesterday, at the 145% level. The president made it very clear when the United States is punched, he will punch back harder, and he hopes to make a deal that benefits the American worker and our companies that have been ripped off for far too long.
Thanks. Thank you, Carolyn. So the administration, I have an administration source who's telling me that we're weeks away from the first deal with the country over tariffs. Where is the administration? How soon can we see that? And what country is that first one?
I won't reveal or get ahead of our trade team as these negotiations are obviously ongoing, but I can tell you very good progress has been made. Jameson Greer was on television this morning and I spoke to him, and he confirmed that more than 15 offers are already on the table, which is remarkable in just a mere matter of days. And as I said earlier, we've heard from more than 75 countries around the world.
Yeah, I would say. There could be a couple of exceptions for obvious reasons, but I would say 10% is a floor.
Where the currency of choice we're always going to be, as long as you have somebody smart. And you know what, if a nation said we're not going to be on the dollar, I would tell you that within about one phone call they would be back on the dollar. You always have to keep the dollar. People understand what we're doing. I think the dollar will go way up. I'm not talking about the, I'm talking about you talking about the value of the dollar, which is what I'm talking about too. I think the dollar is tremendous. It's going to be stronger than ever.
a los agricultores de Texas, que son quienes están pidiendo el agua, pues va a haber una entrega inmediata de un número determinado de millones de metros cúbicos que se puede dar de acuerdo con la disponibilidad de agua que existe en el Bravo.